Hello, dear friends from around the world. My name is Hervé Cheuzeville. I'm a French writer and a radio presenter as well, here in Corsica. I'm talking to you from the middle of the Corsican mountains. And so far I have recorded many videos, all in French, and I was told that I should do something in English in order to have a wider audience. That's why today I've decided to talk to you in English. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. I've spent 24 years in Africa. I have seen many things: wars, hunger. I have been in charge of several different programs. I have demobilized child soldiers in the DR Congo. I have worked with the landmine victims in northern Uganda. I have seen many things, and this is what prompted me to become a writer, because I wanted to testify, to share my experience and to explain what is really going on. Because what I have realized is that what you are being told in Europe or in America doesn't correspond always with what is really going on the ground. That's why I've written books. My first book was a testimony about my experience as a demobilizer of child soldiers and as a person who was in charge also of a program for landmine victims in northern Uganda. I've also talked about my experience in South Sudan. So the purpose of this video today is to tell you something about my last book, unfortunately in French, called Rwanda, 25 années de mensonges, or in English, Rwanda, 25 years of lies. Because I worked also in Rwanda, and what I have realized is that, as I just said, what the public opinion is being told in the West is not always exactly what happened. So I don't deny that in Rwanda there was a genocide. I don't deny that there were hundreds of thousands of people who have been killed. But, I also try to be fair and say that yes, during 100 days from the assassination of President Habyarimana in April '94 up to the victory of the Rwandese Patriotic Front in July '94, yes, that's true, hundreds of thousands of people, mainly Tutsi, were butchered, were killed. This is the reality, nobody can deny it. But at the same time, other mass killings were taking place. In fact, many people that the war in Rwanda was only a few months. When the war started in October 1990, when a group of Ugandan soldiers attacked Rwanda. And those Ugandan soldiers were in fact people who were Tutsi living in Uganda and who decided to reconquer their country. That's how the war started. And mass killings started immediately. Mass killings have been going on throughout the war. Even worse, mass killing continued after the victory of the Rwandese Patriotic Front. It continued in Rwanda, and it also continued from 1996 in the DR Congo, when the RPF, the Rwandese Patriotic Front, butchered hundreds of thousands of refugees, women, children, men, simply because they were Hutu. So when I was saying that we have to be fair, it's because I think a child who is being killed by soldiers, by armed people, he is a child. We should not say he is a Tutsi, he is a Hutu, he is a Twa. Nobody talks about the Twa, that's the third ethnic group of Rwanda. They were also killed by the Rwandese Patriotic Front. We have to honor the memory of all the people who were killed during those terrible years in Rwanda and in Congo. But it's very unfair, especially for the relatives of the victims, to honor only one side, only one group of people who have been killed. So that's what I'm trying to explain in my book, that yes, there was a genocide against the Tutsi, but at the same time, Hutus were also massively killed, and there were actually probably more Hutus than Tutsi who were killed if you add up the Hutus who were killed in Rwanda and the Hutus who were killed in the DR Congo. I'm not a genocide denier, I'm just a freedom, somebody who wants to re-establish the truth, and I fight to have the freedom of expressing the truth. And that's very difficult. I was threatened, I was attacked because of that book, but I'm glad that other writers have also written in the same sense than me. I would like to mention Judy River, a Canadian journalist who has written a book which was published at the same time as mine, which is an excellent book. She spent many years on the ground to research about the killings done by the Rwandese Patriotic Front. Her book is called In Praise of Blood. And more recently, there is a Franco-Cameroonian journalist called Charles Onana, who has also written a book about the Operation Turquoise, the peacekeeping operation led by the French army in July-August 1994 in Rwanda. And he is also saying the truth. All of us, we don't deny the genocide against the Tutsi, but we also say, wait a minute, a lot of things took place in Rwanda. We have to talk about all the victims. Thank you very much, and I wish you a very happy New Year.